That one of our sons is prominent in this fight against you. But of course, as you know, at the end of the day, you will win and we'll all rejoice with you. Thank you very much.
My name is Honorable Mrs. Irene Limba, the Deputy Whip of the House, under the great Speaker, Dan Otelemaba Maki. I represent Port Harcourt Constituency 2. Your Excellency, may I stand on the existing protocol? Your Excellency, like I've always said, each time you visit the House, I always said that when the younger was ruled, a lot of things happen and changes happen. And I want to stand here as a father constituency 1 and the Deputy Whip of the House, who was present when everything started. And the quick response with which you came, I called you, I spoke to you, I said we are under siege. Nobody, if we are not there yesterday, I'm sure by now today would have recorded deaths. Speaker would have died, leader would have died, so many that were there would have died, including me, who they moved to hide at the bank. That was where I used to call you. Your Excellency, I want to say that don't be worried for what is happening, because it's God that brought you to this position. You did not bring yourself. And you can see that you inspire us. You might not know. You don't give us anything. People think you are giving us money. You've never given us one cup. But it is what we see in you that make us believe in you. And we are learning from you. You are a true Democrat. And if you don't know what you are doing, a lot of governors will wish to be like you. And the world is seeing, people are really commending you. Yesterday, the calls I got, even up to 12 midnight, people are saying, thank you for standing by His Excellency. We like what he's doing. Don't be worried for what you see. You are a young man. I'm sure you will not know where you will end up. And that is our prayer for you. We always continue to stand by you. The hooligans you saw yesterday were very few. Because people are beginning to realize they cannot be used. I call them hooligans. They were there with white brandy. I don't know what they call those things. They were drinking. They were hiding there. I said, don't hide me. They cannot come inside the bank to break the bank, to kill me. I remember that was with one other doctor inside the bank. He too was like, his boys were looking for a way. We are looking for key to run out. And if you see what happened when we were there with Deputy Governor, I thought they would have even killed him. That was when most of us.
Deputy Leader of the House, and successful politician of this state in this present generation. You served as Speaker for 8 years in the succession, and immediately came in again as Governor to do another 8 years. People must be very, very, very envious of you. So I want to assure you that God, who lifted you to the level today, will never, never, never let you down. A one with God is always a majority. And the world, because you're always a minority, will hardly attain the height God actually wanted us to attain. Because you are the most successful politician, and you came up with new principles, new theories, new doctrines in this state, particularly the doctrine of not sharing the loot after elections. Because our politicians believe that at the end of every election, they should share the loot. The loot is the proceeds of the state. But we have come to stop that. So they must come against you. Your God is behind you. We are behind you. The people of my constituency are behind you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Tony Harden, representing Degema constituency, the mother and father constituency of and I did say that Rivers State House of Assembly is still won under the leadership of Right Honorable Otelemaba Maki. Rivers State House of Assembly is a law-making body, and all our activities are guided by laws. our standing order, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and other laws. The process of removing the speaker is constitutional. The other one you call ESCO, right? That one is standing order. Even if you suspend the standing order, you can't suspend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the issue of who is the Speaker of Rivers House of Assembly is not in that. It's a no-go area. Let me also use this opportunity to call on our friends to come back and let us work together as one. Your Excellency, I also want to join others in commending you for the way you handled what happened yesterday. We are law-abiding people, went for sitting, and we were taken by surprise, but thank God we came with their security to salvage the situation. And I want to assure you, as somebody that has passed through the assembly, you know, one of the problems is that 32 members cannot sing the same tune. There must be little discordance in our activity, but I want to assure you that all of us here.
This side I represent the good people of Ileme constituency and the few bad elements that I'm trying to change. From saying I will just move from one setback to the other to spend. We actually came to the house because you expected us as an assembly to present to us the violence that you wanted us to implement. And you rest assured, Your Excellency, as the Speaker, the one and only the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, the right, the Honorable Otele Dan Amakri has told you that the Emperor and the Lion King, like everything, will give you all the titles, Your Excellency, that by Thursday, hopefully, the resolution of the House will get to you so that you can hit the ground running. It's important that we tell Rivers people that what came before us yesterday was not a supplementary budget. It was just a variance, and the House followed due procedure. We collapsed into the committee of the whole, and thereafter passed a resolution that those violence from various subheads for capital projects that will bring the benefits of true democracy to Rivers people were implemented in this budget year of 2013. Your Excellency, I'm an economist, and I'm a little worried because in statistics, I've never had where 5 adds up to 22, or 5 turns to 15, or the extra 16. So I don't know, maybe there's a new add math that is taking place right now. But be rest assured that yesterday, the 7th Assembly, the first session of the 12th session sat, and we deliberated on the letter that was sent to His Excellency the Deputy Governor, and we resolved that the environment should be implemented, and we sat under the leadership of the Right Honorable Otele Dan Amakri. This morning, Your Excellency, I was on Nigeria Info because that's one of the stations that allegedly carried some news yesterday erroneously, and I think Rivers people know the truth. That has been corrected. That is ongoing leadership.
Let me, on behalf of the party, commend you for the way you have been piloting the ship of this state. Your Excellency, since the beginning of the war on the state, starting from the Kenderu Court judgment to the celebrated Governors Forum chairmanship election, you have been showing maturity in your leadership style. To the show of shame by 5 dissident members of the House of Assembly yesterday, I don't know in Nigeria, whether we still have a constitution or whether we still respect the law as we claim, that 5 members can sit out of 32 and say they can take any decision, not to talk of impeaching anybody. And people will listen to them and clap for them that they are doing something. Your Excellency, I thank you. And I want to tell you that any right-thinking person in Rivers State is happy the way you have performed. Your projects, there are so many. When you started, we were saying you are like Spiff, but for long you have superseded Spiff. You have done far more than Spiff even did. Especially, let me thank the members of the House. I have personally been so worried from what they say, the way they are carrying money about, wanting to buy you off, pay you more than you can, and even if you spend another 20 years in the House. To still see that the 27 members are intact, I commend you. One thing in politics I used to tell my friends, there are 2 ways. One thing is to make money and get away. Another thing is to make your reputation and remain in leadership.
All the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker and the Principal Officers of the House and members of the House. I was once a Speaker, so I know the way the House operates. I thank you for joining me to have this breakfast. It is becoming slightly difficult for members to legislate for the state because of the fact that the police is not able to protect you, and because of the fact that the police appears to be on one side. And if I did not on my security yesterday, Lagos knows what would have happened. But at least it's important that as a House and as a state, that we work together and ensure that we don't allow anybody to distract us. Because at the end of the day, the assessment will not be based on who fought us and why what was the reason for fighting us. It's what did we deliver to our people. It's important that I appreciate the fact that we made environment, and I was correct, I thought it was a budget amendment, because we did not make any new additions to revenue. All we did was borrow or take funds from other subheads to address new subheads that we needed to spend money on. I thank you for that, and I say to you that there is a need for you to continue to remain together. I've advised the Commissioner for Health, those who are hospitalized are taken care of. If there's a need to fly them out of the country, we will fly them out of the country. But we hope that the federal government will know that there is no need for the siege of the Rivers people because of political interests. But I thank you and I wish you God bless.